In the mid to late 80s, one man became the enfant terrible of the airways. Moving deftly from huge contract to huge contract, he became a household name overnight. But where is Gordon the Gopher now?
I mean, I found him quite intimidating, to be honest. He was already a big star and I was stepping into these almighty shoes. I suppose he was at the beginning of his swan song when I turned up, but he still had a lot of sway in the corridors at the Beeb. I think it just all became a bit much for him.
Well, you know, we used to go out together all the time, crazy days. We look quite similar too, so we pretend to be brothers or, you know, each other. Yeah, you always knew you'd have a good time with GT.
Aye, well, it's a real shame, you know. I mean, Gordon and me, we did Royal Variety one year and it was a mess. He were all over the place. Couldn't remember moves, couldn't remember lines, you know. Just boozed up, really. I said to him, Gordon, you've got to knock that muck on head. And he turns to me, I'll never forget this, he goes to me, Dusty, he goes, I'm done, mate. I've nothing left. I'm an empty vessel. And then he looks at me and he goes, if you want my spot on centre stage, Dusty, you go for it, lad. But when he said it, I remember he said it like this, Gopher it. Because he were a gopher, weren't he? And I think really that was just his funny little way of saying he'd had enough with time to pack it in. He appeared on Parky shortly after that, but oh God, it was just carnage.
Gordon went on Michael Parkinson's chat show, but in the now famous interview, he was an unintelligible, staggering wreck. He was sick down a researcher and was subsequently never asked back. Soon after that, he disappeared from public life altogether.
I think it all changed really when Roland passed away.
Because of course Roland Rat was like a mentor for Gordon, and Gordon didn't know that Rolly had been wrapped up in cocaine and drugs and all that stuff.
And then, one day, we got the call saying Rolly had been gunned down on the Edgware Road because of drugs. And we were just like, weren't we?
We couldn't believe it. It marked the end of all of us in a queer sort of way.
Have you ever loved someone so much that you couldn't live without them? Well, that's what losing Rolly meant for me. Now, each day I wake up and I look at his picture in my wallet and I just think, I want to be up there with you, Roland. I want to be in heaven with you. Sure, I've thought about ending it all, but I'm Catholic, so suicide just means I'd end up downstairs and we'd never be reunited, you know? But yeah, each day is really difficult. It never gets any easier. I miss him terribly. I really do. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to end it there.